Why are you still fat? Let me explain. Are you actively trying to lose fat? No. That's why you're still fat. But if you're tired of getting out of breath while tying up your shoes, struggling to get up the stairs, or feeling uncomfortable in your own body, you should listen up. Are you in a calorie deficit? No. That's why you're still fat. Also no, but you eat healthy because you eat avocados and olive oil and salmon and nuts and all those other things. Fantastic. You're eating good food. However, you're not in a calorie deficit. So that's why you're still fat. A side note, it is possible to stay fat while eating very healthy, good for you, nutritious foods. If your portions are too big and your calories are too dense, you will stay fat because you aren't in a calorie deficit. Are you tracking what you eat? No. People suck at guessing, and guess what? You're not tracking, which means you're not in a deficit, and that's why you're still fat. So you are tracking. Great, fantastic. Are you tracking accurately, or are you just going, that's about right, spoonful of this, that looks roughly a portion? Are you tracking accurately, or is it still, I'm kind of tracking, but it's still really guesswork? Are you tracking everything? Are you tracking the alcohol you have? Are you tracking the little handful of nuts you have on the side, the odd snack, the little nibble while you're making your dinner? All of these things add up. And it comes back to, are you tracking accurately? No, you're not in a deficit. And that is why you're still fat. So you're tracking accurately, you're weighing things out. Are you doing that 7 days a week, or are you doing it Monday to Thursday, Friday happens and you go, I'm gonna eat like a twat because it's been a hard week. And then you undo all that you've done Monday to Thursday, you eat in a surplus on the weekend. So no, you're not being accurate, you're not being consistent 7 days a week, which undoes your deficit, which guess what? You're no longer in a deficit. And that is why you're still fat. You're not fat because of your age, your kids, your metabolism, or your genetics, your job, your hormones, because your body holds weight differently to everybody else, or the medication you're on. Those aren't the reasons you're fat. You're fat because you're not in a calorie deficit. That's not to say that these things don't make it harder to lose weight, because they do, but it's not impossible. A calorie deficit makes it possible. If your body isn't changing shape, it's simple. You're in a calorie surplus, not a calorie deficit. The way the human body works is energy, i.e. calories coming from foods and liquids, needs to either be used or stored. There is no other option. If it gets stored, it's going to be fat. If you use it, step count, going to the gym, playing with the kids, it will be used up. Until you stop blaming everybody else and everything else, nothing will change. You need to take responsibility for why you're fat and the fact you're not in a calorie deficit. Once you take ownership of that fact, you can then implement habits, new structures, and a better plan to help you achieve a calorie deficit around the things that are making it more difficult. Calories are king. The only way to lose body fat is to create a calorie deficit. There is many ways to create a calorie deficit, but that is a video for another day. So stick around and we'll discuss the ways that you can achieve that.